Hi there guys, welcome back to another video. This time I've got a set of Lumicycle Explorers. These were given to me by Lumicycle to review, and these are the 2016 lights, and each of these units puts out a pretty remarkable 3,500 lumens, and you did hear that right. So within this tin there is 7,000 lumens. Now, Lumicycle offer their lights in different combinations. You can either buy head unit only, so you can use your old battery packs, which is fantastic. That helps you get a modern light but make a saving because you're not buying a battery pack that you already have. Or you can buy it with a small battery pack, which is like we have here. This is a 4-cell pack, or you can buy an 8-cell pack or a bottle battery that sits in your bottle cage. And you can also buy it either in combos like this, so with 2 lights, and again you can either have it with 2 head units and 2 of these battery packs, or 2 head units and a battery pack like this, which has 2 leads, so you can run both units at the same time off the same battery pack. Now I'm just going to plug in one of these lights first. Very firm press on that plug, and it's all very robust. And I also like the fact, because you push the plug into the light, you can actually, if you need to change the exit route of the cable, you can just give it a twist like that. Very simple operation. They've gone through the keep it simple approach on everything, and even though these are very high-end lights, I like the fact that there's no messing around, there's no tricky button presses. And talking about button presses, we actually have a really nice, robust, nifty switch here, which is fantastic. And it's really just simple to flick when you've got really thick winter gloves on. So let me just press that, and all we get is a little red flash there, but we need to press and hold to turn it on. Now it turns on in medium. We click down to low, and we click down again and we get a flash. And if we press down, we'll turn it off. So if I turn this back on by pressing and holding up, again it turns on into medium, and then we've got our high and we've got our boost. Now you might be able to see here, we get 2 different colour flashes. The blue is for the boost mode, the green is for the battery charge. Now we get 2 green flashes here, and green indicates that we're in high mode and that we've got a battery of full charge. And the orange flash indicates medium mode and a full battery charge. And red is low mode and a full battery charge. So you can see if we're in the same mode as level of charge that we have, we get a double blink. So it's actually quite easy. You've only got 1 status light then, but it does tell you 2 different things. It tells you your mode and your output. So let's talk about the power boost. Let's go up again. This is our blue flashing mode. This is a smart mode. You only get 3 minutes of your 3,500 lumens. That gives you the ability to tackle a really fast technical section, and they normally only last around 3 minutes anyway. And once you get out the other side, it will automatically drop down. Very cool. And you'll notice it's actually quite hard to notice on the video probably, it drop down mode. That's because it gently ramps down, and that's kinder on your eyes, so you're not suddenly plunged into darkness, because this is so bright, your eyes will adjust to that brightness, and if it suddenly stepped down to a lower mode, you might suddenly get that feeling like you're in the dark a little bit. Okay, so we'll go back up into high mode, and if I press and hold it for a second, we'll get this double blue flash, and I've turned this into permanent boost mode. So we're then running at 3,500 lumens until we change out of it. So you either have your smart boost option, or you have basically full permanent boost. It gets a bit warm, but it does thermal regulate, so if it does start to get hot, it does step itself down, and it does give you a red warning light to tell you what it's doing. But as long as you're moving, it does cool itself very well, and that's why they've added these extra scallops inside the casing. And these scallops are only on 2016 models, and it really does, well, according to them, and I'm inclined to believe them, it does help to cool the light down quite a lot. We also have the ability to switch out the optics, and we can unbolt this and attach it to a helmet mount, and it can, you know, attach up to 35mm bars, but I have found that that's only with removing these little rubbers inside this bar clamp. Now, that's all brilliant, it's fantastically bright, battery times are amazing. I'm not going to go all the way through the battery times right now because I'll just throw up a slide that you can see them. But the main standout feature of these lights isn't the fantastic output or the brilliant beam pattern, which is wide yet still really throwy down the trail. It isn't the good colour of the LEDs. It's the fact that if I turn this light on, it will turn on this lamp as well. So that's really cool feature. I can have this one mounted on my helmet, and rather than taking my hands off the bars to change both lights, I can just quickly flick on this one and it will change both lights. So right before you're going to hit a technical bit of trail, much like you would drop your seat post with a dropper post with your remote lever, or open out your suspension if you've got a remote lockout and stuff like that, you can just hit that button and all of a sudden you've got a flood of light, and it's absolutely amazing. It does work pretty much 95% of the time. I found the only times that the master or the slave doesn't respond to the master is when you're trying to show off down the pub to your mates about how fantastic your lights are and that you can change modes with one switch. But otherwise, when I've used it out on the trail, I've not had a single issue, and it's worked every time. You can reprogram them, so you can make one the master and the other one the slave. If you buy them as a pair, they come pre-programmed, but if you do buy them separately, you will have to program them up. I will probably do a follow-up video on how to program them, because I think that'd be probably quite interesting, but I just can't fit it all into this one video. Okay. Now, I did think, why don't LumiCycle have a GoPro version, just so you can clip this straight onto your helmet if you've already got a GoPro mount, but this actually does mount in a lower profile than if you were to use a GoPro mount. So obviously when you're weaving through the trees and you've got low branches, a lower profile is better. And to have this level of light strapped to your helmet with such a light, bright package is just amazing. It really is. It's like no other light I've ridden with, and yeah, I'm running out of description words apart from crazy, awesome, and brilliant. I really do need to read a thesaurus at some point. Okay, so let's quickly wrap this through the air vents. Leave that there. I can use the switch on my other lamp. And there we go, it's turned on. I can flick through the modes. And now we're in boost. And that will ramp down now as I switch down. And now we're in the lowest mode. Fantastic, it's just awesome. And what's even better is that LumiCycle are working on a remote switch as well, so you won't even need to actually remove your hands from your grips to change to flick the switch. You'll just be able to just ride and click a switch with your thumb, and it will change both lights, which I think it just makes it even better. Thanks for watching, guys. I think I've geeked out as much as I can about this light for now. If you have any questions, just drop them down in the comments. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, it does mean a lot. And I will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.